we always want to finish the omoplata perfectly, right? That's why the first thing we show in the instructional is we get to the classic standard omoplata position, we flatten our partner out, and we finish. It doesn't always work that way, but it doesn't always have to work that way. So I don't want you to think that the only way you're able to get to finish an omoplata is you get your legs in this position and do this. That's the way we drill it, because we want it to drill it perfectly. And if you drill a move perfectly that has 15 details, in a situation which is stressful, and you only hit 10 details, you still finish. But if I show you a move that has 3 details and you miss one of them, then it's going to be difficult to finish the move. The reason I mention this is we always want to maintain that understanding of what the core goal is. The core goal is we hyper-rotate their shoulder. We make their shoulder bend in the wrong way as we rotate it the wrong way. It's very common that when I get my opponent into an omoplata position, that my opponent tries to stop me from getting into what they think the omoplata position is supposed to look like. In this case, he's going to grab the leg that doesn't come in front of their face. This happens all the time. But it's a very easy defense to defeat, so much so that I don't really think that it's a very good defense. So, if I get the omoplata, right, I want to set it up from the open guard. So open guard, control the distance, get my knees inside, I'm controlling the inside space. Kick my leg straight, boom, get to the omoplata. A lot of times my buddies, like once I get here, I have him in a lot of trouble, right? But you see what Eric's doing with his left hand? He's grabbing my knee. And people will do this gi and no gi. They're like, okay, I know Jeff wants to sit his hips out and flatten me. And now, if I can't pull my leg out. Now, patience is really important in jiu-jitsu. And so sometimes, and this is why I like going station to station in jiu-jitsu positions. Because if I'm not in any trouble, he's working harder than I am, and I'm in no danger, then I'm not really going to worry about advancing my position too much. This one though, I don't need this leg to finish. All I need to do is hyper-rotate his shoulder. So what I'm going to try to do, if you see my pelvis is perpendicular to the ground and it's kind of pointed away, I'm just going to try to point my pelvis at the ground. In order to do that, get up on my elbow, and I'm just going to rotate, right? So you can see that Eric was holding my leg that whole time. All I'm trying to do, and I'm going to do it without Eric's shoulder in there so that I don't injure him, all I'm trying to do is this. And you can see with his shoulder in there tight, I'm going to be able to finish. So I'm going to show that 2 more times. One, well, go ahead and let me, sorry, no problem, just let me do the entry. So like, let me do the entry, right? We want to finish it the classic way, and I'm not going to flatten him. But you know, all the cool images of omoplata have us here. And so sometimes people think, you know what, he's got his leg in front of my face, but he really needs to get that around. All right? All I'm going to do, another detail that I didn't mention but is important, is this leg is always stomping down to pin his shoulder. And I'm just going to rotate, right? If Eric rolls here, one thing he has to let go, but you see how he's still in a position where I'm always going to be able to hyper-rotate his shoulder. So a couple of takeaways from that. You don't have to be in the classic omoplata position to finish the shoulder lock. This is also what leads us into things like monoplatas, which we're not going to cover in this instructional, but there's plenty of good instructionals out there on that. You just have to isolate that shoulder and hyper-rotate it. So second takeaway is, if you are trying to defend the omoplata by just grabbing their leg, you need to pick another defense. And we'll go over those defenses and how to defeat them in the next couple of sections.